Hi Leo, welcome to August. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I do your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy. And let's see what the cards say for Leo for the month of August in terms of love and relationships. We have a full moon in Aquarius, which is activating your 7th house of partnerships. And that's going to be on August 15th. And then we have a new moon in Virgo, which will be activating your 2nd house of money and values. And Mercury is going to be coming out of its shadow on the 15th, around the same time as the full moon. You're starting the month on the heels of the new moon in your sign. The new moon in Leo is on the 31st. And Uranus will also go, Jupiter's going direct on the 11th, and then Uranus goes retrograde around the same time Mercury comes back on. But this month should be a lot calmer than July. July with all the eclipses, and it's just, July was crazy. So hopefully we've all recovered from July. This full moon is going to be angular. It's a good full moon. The only thing, because it's conjunct Venus, so Venus in Leo in your 1st house, this should attract love. But it has a square to Uranus, so that could bring some surprises. It doesn't have to be a negative surprise, but it may be something that you're not prepared for. So let's see what the cards say. What does Leo need to know about love and relationships for the month of August? What does Leo need to know about love and relationships for the month of August? And anything else that might be important. What is coming up for Leo in August? The Chariot, the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the Star, and the Tower. Wow, you're going to have a month. Okay, so the Chariot. You start the month off with the Chariot and the 10 of Pentacles. This is a great energy. The Chariot's a card of victory, but the victory comes through discipline and focus. If you've been scattering your energy and maybe spreading yourself too thin, this card, you need to you have to get control of your emotions and your thoughts in August. Maybe you've been letting the horses run without any supervision. The horses of the mind. If you can do that, if you can focus your energy, if you could call in your scattered energy and just focus on what you really want, you have the potential to really transform your life starting in August. Especially with this 10 of Pentacles here. This is a card of abundance. This is the wealth card, financial security, but it's more than just money. It's about feeling at home, feeling protected, taken care of, like someone's got your back, someone is there for you. And you can have that in August. Sometimes the Chariot can mean travel, journeying, maybe changing of residence, change of home, or you may want to do some traveling. In the past, you have the 4 of Cups. So you've been feeling kind of bored and maybe even lonely because the Hermit is here as well. You're doing a lot of soul searching. You're not too happy with your current situation, or you haven't been in the past. You're thinking, well, I don't know, am I living up to my full potential? I'm kind of bored. I'm kind of depressed. I'm kind of feeling undervalued, underappreciated. And something is being offered to you. There is a cup of love coming out of the cloud. But for some reason you're not happy with it. You're not ready to accept the love that's on offer. It's like it's not exactly what you want. or you're hesitating. And maybe it's because you're feeling that this cup of love that's being offered to you is not really quite the right fit. So you're doing some soul searching. You have the Hermit here, where you're thinking, what do I need to be happy? What do I need in a relationship? Even in your career or life direction, the Hermit can come up. Maybe you're just feeling lonely and you're not really reaching out to others. You're just trying to solve your own problems. There are people around you that can help you, but you're not asking for help. You're feeling alone. You're trying to tap into your own wisdom. Maybe you're feeling intuitive about a situation. And you could be taking advice from others, because the Hermit sometimes is the wise man. It's a person that has wisdom. It's someone that you could go to for guidance. But it also means following your own intuition and following your own inner guide. So it could work two ways. For some of you, you could be going to some type of counselor or a doctor, or just going to a friend whose opinion you value, a family member. But you're seeking advice, or you have been in the past, because you're trying to find a life direction. You're trying to shift your life in a way so that it becomes more fulfilling. And in some cases, you might just be withdrawing from socializing, like you've pulled back from being with friends because you're wanting to, you're searching for a truth. You're searching for your path, and you're searching for what's true to you. Where do I go from here? What do I need? So you're not really taking action or you haven't been in the past, because this is the past. You've been doing more thinking and contemplating than acting. It's like you're on hold. Everything's been on hold. Now, coming up in the future, you have this Queen of Cups. This could be someone that you're connected with, or you're going to be connected with. This is someone who's very compassionate, very intuitive, very deep feeling. Could be a water sign. Could be someone who has a healing effect on you. And it could be, this person, if you know them, they're looking at the past. They're evaluating the past. And it could even be you evaluating the past. But I feel like this could be a person in your life, not so much your position. Because sometimes the court cards mean other people. Sometimes they can represent aspects of ourselves. So as another person, this is a person who could be a good influence in your life. Who brings healing energy. Who brings a calmness. Compassion, who you can pour your heart out. Maybe it's a good friend that you can just talk to, and they understand you and they give you comfort. If it's you could be dwelling on the past and trying to make sense of your life and where do I go from here. Now you have the Eight of Pentacles in the future. That's a card of, you might be taking a new path in a career situation, some of you, because the Eight of Pentacles is the Apprentice card. It's someone who, you're at the beginning stages of something. And I feel like you're ending a cycle, because you have this Ten of Swords in your environment, and the Five of Swords. It could be that you're dealing with a situation that can't be fixed, and you finally maybe decide in August, especially at the full moon, to end something. You might decide, I'm done. I can't give this any more energy. I have to admit defeat. And so you might be feeling a little bit defeated in one area, but you also have the Star in your wish fulfillment sector. So I feel that something may end. You may decide to give up on something that you feel is no longer serving you. It doesn't hold the thrill that it once had. It could be a relationship. It could be a career path. It could be a project that you just feel like, I'm done. I just can't do it anymore. I can't do this. Especially with this Five of Swords. This is a card about cutting your losses and moving on. Realizing, I've put a lot of energy into something, it's just not getting me where I want to go. I need to focus my energy somewhere else. And this could be this Eight of Pentacles, where you're embarking on a new path, but it's at the very beginning stages. So something ends, you decide, like, I'm done, I'm not going to waste my time or my energy on this anymore. I'm going to focus on this new path. And it's going to lead me to the Star. The Star is a card of hope and wishes fulfilled, but it's not immediate. It's not an overnight thing. It's more like I have to work toward the Star. I can get there, but it's going to take a little time, and it's going to take focus and discipline. So the Chariot is promising you abundance in the future. It's and you have support right now, because this is in the present. So you have someone who's there for you, who wants to see you happy and successful. You're not totally alone in the world. You do have something. But you do have to walk away from something in August. You might have to realize, admit defeat in some area. Admit, like, I can't fix this. I need to start, a new cycle or go in a new direction. Especially since the Tower is the outcome. So you're coming up against major change, an awakening. The Tower can be an awakening, where you realize that you may have been putting your energy in something that's not worthy of your time. And when you wake up with the Tower, if you've been living in a situation where you feel oppressed, or you feel held back in some way, the Tower is a wake-up call. The Tower is making you realize, I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my energy. I need to be doing something else. So it could be a relationship. Some truth comes out, especially at the full moon. Full moons always bring the light of truth, They shine a light on what's not working. They shine a light on basically the truth. So it could be happy truth, it could be upsetting truth. Whatever it is, you're going to find out. If you haven't already with the eclipses, because the eclipses usually bring out information as well. And sometimes the eclipses set you on a new path suddenly, because you just have to, you're forced to with the Tower. The Tower is breaking down and rebuilding. It's breaking down whatever is false in your life so that you can rebuild in a better direction. So if you've been kind of sweeping things under the rug, the Tower can mean that some surprises come out. And it could have been with this new moon in Leo, that in the end of July, that there were some surprises, some surprise developments. New beginnings at the same time, though. But yet, because Uranus was squaring that moon, there could have been some surprise developments that caused you to take action. So you're starting the month. August is going to be a month of change. But the good thing is, you're not going to be wasting your time on something that doesn't serve you. You're going to realize if something gets taken away, if something crumbles, something doesn't work out the way you had planned, it's really a blessing in disguise, because it's telling you, look, you can't waste your energy here anymore. We want you to go here. You're wasting your time. You're beating a dead horse. You need to let that go. Cut your losses. Move on. Admit defeat. Admit the end. End this cycle that's been draining your energy. And embark on a new path. And that's this. This is the new path, and it's possible that there's a person around you that can help you get on that new path. So there's going to be some major changes for you in August, but they're going to lead you to a good place, to the Star. This is the card of hope. After anything that gets destroyed, it wasn't worth your time. Anything that gets taken away, if something gets taken away, it's because it has outlived its purpose. And it's time for you to be on a new path, one that brings you to the Star. So let's look at the astrology. You have this full moon coming. It's an angular full moon. It's in your 7th house, and it's affecting your 1st house because you have Sun, Venus, and Mars in your 1st house. So, and because it's on the angles, it makes it more significant than if it was in some of the other houses. So there could be a major ending or culmination. It doesn't have to be negative. It could be something like you're working on a project and it comes to fulfillment and fruition, or you're working on a relationship, you decide to commit. But with these cards, I'm thinking that you might be ending something that's not been working, that's not giving you what you need. And but at the same time, you have a lot of energy because you have Venus and Mars in your first house. You have Mercury in your first house. So I think it's because August, you're going to feel this strong need to express yourself and to be true to who you are. So if anything was restricting that for you, if you were being blocked from creative self-expression, that may end. If it's a relationship that's been preventing you from being who you are, from expressing, the beauty of Leo, because Leos love to entertain, they love to be seen, they love to, you're a leader. So if you're in a situation where you can't lead, and you can't be seen, and you can't be recognized for your contributions, you're not going to be a happy camper. And so at the same time, you have Uranus going through the 10th house. So it could be a change in life direction in terms of a career path. Maybe you're giving up a job. Maybe it's not a relationship, but it could be a job situation that you're giving up, or a career path that you're giving up because you're feeling restless and you're feeling like you need to get on another path. Pluto's been going through your 6th house. So it's been shaking up. Uranus and Pluto have been shaking up your career and life direction houses. Jupiter's in the 5th, so there could be a new romance coming. The only thing you have to be careful of is Neptune in the 8th house. Neptune has a tendency to bring confusion and deception, especially around money. So if you're thinking of investing something or signing any contracts, just check the fine print, especially since Mercury has been retrograde. Wait until middle of August before you get involved in any kind of financial, contractual agreement. Because there might be some aspects of the contract that you're not aware of, or hidden things that might come out later. But you could be forming a partnership. It doesn't have, if you're forming a partnership, in some way it's going to transform your life. It's like you're ending something to create something new. Now, at the end of the month, in August, we have a new moon in Virgo. And that's falling in your 2nd house. And that has a lot of support. That has Sun, Moon, Mars, and Venus all in your 2nd house. So if you're signing some type of contract at the full moon, I don't know. I think it's more like you're ending something at the full moon, and then you're getting ready to start a new beginning at this new moon that's going to bring in abundance. So maybe you're leaving one job and accepting another position that's paying more. Or you're leaving a situation that had kept you restricted, and you're moving into a situation of greater abundance and greater, it's giving you a sense of confidence too, because the 2nd house isn't just money. It's also self-esteem. Your values are changing. The things that you consider important are changing. You're changing how you view yourself even. And Jupiter in the 5th, that could bring opportunities to get involved in some type of creative project. It could bring opportunities surrounding children. It could bring a romantic partner that brings a lot of optimism and joy to your life, positivity, maybe someone that you can travel with, or it can bring a teaching opportunity. You have Saturn in your 6th house at this full moon. At this new moon. And that can make you feel a little bit restricted. You might be... I feel like there's going to be some good changes in terms of relationship, but you might be really busy at work as well. So there'll be that work-life balance thing. Because when Saturn's in the 6th house, you're doing a lot of work. You're really committed. You're going to have to... Saturn demands hard work. Saturn demands commitment and discipline. But then Saturn gives a great reward. So you might find yourself really busy in August, and as Saturn transits through your 6th house, but you're working hard on something that has value. That is going to be, there's going to be a good payoff at the end of all the hard work. You're going to get recognized and rewarded. Saturn also, now the 6th house also is the house of health. So you want to make sure you're not overworking yourself and not, burning yourself out or working so hard that it affects your health. So take breaks and rest when you need to. Don't overdo it. But you could find some type of a solution to a health issue in August with this new moon, because there's like almost a grand trine. It's kind of a wide angle. It's a wide orb with Saturn. But you have the Sun, Moon, Mars, and Venus in Virgo. You have Uranus in Taurus, and you have Saturn in Capricorn. So that's a grand Earth trine. That brings abundance. And that's happening in your money house, your career house, and your work or health area. Everyday work. So things are going to be looking up in terms of a health issue. You might find some type of financial support or some type of assistance that helps you with a health issue. You could also have some type of career success that brings extra money in. Maybe you find a job that you really love and it's going to be paying you a lot more, and you decide to leave something for something better. But one thing you are letting go, you need to let go of any bad habits or any self-limiting beliefs, or let go of holding on to past failures or past events. Like if you're trying to beat a dead horse or fix something that can't be fixed, you might be better off just walking away and walking and finding a new path. Because this new path, although it involves a lot of change, major restructuring, it's going to lead you to your fondest wishes and your hopes. It's going to lead you to the star. So don't fret, don't worry about it, but focus on your dream and focus on your goal, and you will get there. And let go of anything that has been holding you back. That's just not serving you anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Leo. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has liked my videos, who has subscribed to the channel. I thank you for commenting. Thank you for those who have ordered readings. I've appreciated your support and your business. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. And if you'd like to get a private reading, click on the link in the description box and it'll take you to my website and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, Leo, you do have abundance and hope coming your way. So focus on the star and you'll be fine. So I hope you enjoy August. And happy birthday, by the way, too, if you're August born Leo. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.